Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear viewers. Welcome back to Technology Hub by Talha. So let's take a quick view about the pointers. So viewers, today we are discussing the pointers. As we know that the pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. Okay? Pointer is that variable that stores the address of something. Okay? It's just like, suppose let's take an example such as suppose we have an integer a, just like int a equals 20. So we have an integer type a and we initialize the value of a with 20. So 20 takes some space in computer's memory. Suppose in the memory we have a, that's value is 20. After that we have to create one pointer to hold the address of variable a. So let's take a pointer int static p, means static p, that is the pointer. And how we know that it's a pointer? Because we take static with its name. Okay? And you know what about the meaning of this int data type here with that pointer? If pointer takes some address of some variable and the variable type should be declared here. Here we use int static p. That means that pointer represents the address of some integer type value in the memory. Got it? We know that and a, it's mean and after that some variable that is used for showing the address in the memory. Got it? So as we know that if we use the and a, that means we are talking about the address of a, okay, that have the value 20. Now suppose we have to initialize the pointer, that's the address of pointer. Now we are assigning and a, means the address of a to that pointer with this statement p equals and a. So just like this, the address of a now is the same as the pointer's address. Okay? Now the pointer p have the address of variable a. So we can also access that value with the help of this pointer static p. Okay? Now pointers are very easy to use if you have this pictorial representation in your mind. This mainly takes four things. That is, if we are discussing the a, it means we are talking about the value of variable. If we are discussing the and a, it means we are talking about the address of a. If we have p, that means we are talking about the address of pointer. And if we have the static p, okay, just like this, it means we are talking about the value of variable a or the value that having the address of this pointer. So if this pictorial representation will be take place in your mind, then pointers will be not difficult to you anymore. So let's take some outputs to understand it. Suppose firstly we have to print static p. It means whenever we are displaying the static p, it means we are talking about the value of a. Okay? So what is the value here? That is 20. So it displays the 20 here. Suppose after that we have to display the a, that is the variable. Okay, so it also shows the value of a, that is 20 once again. Okay, after that suppose we have to display and a, it means the address of a. So it shows the address of a, just like 0x6ff and so on. After that, if we are displaying p, cout p, it means again we are talking about the address of pointer, that is once again 0x6ff e34, exactly. Through this procedure we can also use the pointers for the address of something, or we are accessing some value of something. So it's not just about the output of something, just about the display something. Okay, we can use the pointers to change the value of some variable as well. Such as, so just take an example once again. Such as if we have this statement, static p equals static p plus 10. Static p means we are talking about the value. So actually that was the value of a. So with the help of pointer we can also change the value of a. So let's see, if we are talking about this statement, static p equals static p plus 10, it means it's already have the value of 20 and plus 10, that equals to 30. Okay, so 30 will be assigning on this position. So after that, suppose we are displaying the a, means cout a. What value should be here? That should be 20 or 30 right now. That should be 30 right now. With the help of pointer actually we have changed the value of a. So we can also change the value of a with the help of itself, a variable. Just like this, if we can use the a equals a plus 10. So right now a is 30 and plus 10, that is 40. So 40 is assigning to a. So after that we have to print, suppose static p. So value of a is right now 40. So exactly, can we again access it with the help of pointer? So let's see, if we display the static p, the cout static p, then what would be the happened? Once again the 40 value is printed here. So we can use the pointers everywhere in our program through this procedure. So let's see the actual structure of the pointers. It's just like if we have a variable a and it has a value 40 here and it has some address of 40. So let's take a pointer that is static p. Okay, so actually it holds the address of a. So a is a variable and pointer p that we use in our program, so that p, that's a pointer that holds the address of this variable a. And one more thing, and this pointer itself have another address. Don't mix these addresses. Got it? So a have an address and the static p holds the address of a, and after that it also have some own address. So whenever we are talking about the pointers, just keep in mind this pictorial representation that mainly considered two things: whenever we access the value and whenever we access the address of something. So suppose in this diagram, once again, if we are talking about a and we are talking about the static p, it means we are discussing the value of a. And if we are talking about the address of a, that we can access the address of a with the help of AND a and p. Got it? So AND a and p, these two things we can use to access the address. Whenever we use the address of in our program, and a and static p, these are used whenever we access the value of that a. So I hope you very easily understand the concept of pointers now. So never forget to subscribe Technology Hub by Talha. Thank you so much for watching.